David, you look fine.
Sorry guys, I need a haircut. So I'm just making sure my hair's decent. Should I put a hat on? Welcome back to another video, everybody. Summer versus winter, discuss.
A lot of people that I have spoken to, whatever, come to Canada for winter, but we were pleasantly surprised when we spent the summer in Canada, and we're going to kind of like compare the two. What I love about summer here is the hiking. I feel like in Australia there's probably hiking, like we've done a little bit of hiking, but here like hiking is like a thing in summer, and the hikes that we've done have just blown our minds. Every hike is just so beautiful. We were very surprised.
We knew hiking was kind of a thing here, but still that's not the reason why we came. But we're glad that we got to experience it the way we did without jobs, tripping around in an RV. That was really epic.
It's something you can really only do in summer, hiking. Like,
yeah, the winter hiking is not the same.
No, we did a little hike the other day and almost died.
Yeah, and if you're in the bush where there's been heavy snowfall, you have to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Otherwise you could literally perish out there. Summer hiking, amazing. You're going to see sights like nowhere else on earth. I'm quite confident in saying that.
And if you don't like hiking, there's also like very short hikes, like 1 kilometer hike, and you'll see incredible views as well.
We're just going to blast through all the summer, and then we'll blast through all the winter.
And then we'll tell you guys what we prefer.
Will we?
Yeah.
Okay. Animals in the summer, there's so much wildlife to see that is so different to Australia, and we were really lucky to see, I think we've seen most of the real Canadian stuff except for a moose.
Yeah.
We've seen grizzlies, black bears, all the different elk and deer and all of that stuff. Beavers, wolves,
fox. We saw fox the
foxes,
other day.
Badgers,
Yeah.
raccoons.
We've seen a lot of animals in summer, and that's something that you don't really see in winter. Like we saw 1 fox in winter and maybe a deer last season or something across the road. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
It was like in the heart of winter.
Yeah.
We've seen some cougar tracks. But you don't really get to see much of those animals in winter, but yeah, we saw so many in summer and it was mind-blowing.
Surprisingly enough, it does get really hot here in the summer, like up to, I don't know how hot we saw it, but it was probably like close to 40 degrees. Yeah, so don't think you're coming here to escape summer. It's just a short summer. It's like a very distinct short summer. But I think that real intense dry heat also leads to a lot of fires in summer. They had some pretty devastating fires last summer and also the summer before.
One of the good things about summer is that the days are really long and it'll get dark around like 10:30. We've even seen some light at like 11 o'clock at night. So that's really cool because you've got like, I feel like 12 hours of daylight, which can also be bad as well.
Yeah, it can kind of mess your system up a little bit, but it's really good to just know that you've just got a lot of daylight.
You can camp in the most stunning places that you've ever seen in your life.
A lot of the times for free if you know where to look and what you're looking for. And it's just so spectacular, the scenery that you can see while camping. It's just different to anything we've ever experienced before. And it's very summer specific.
Yeah.
Can do it in the winter, but
Summer's a lot better.
yeah.
Going back to the bushfires and stuff, I feel like we got to experience a lot of like the good side of Canada in summer because we were doing a road trip. Whereas I feel like if you are coming here for summer for like a week, it could be a week of like smoke for the whole week. So it can kind of be a little bit of a hit and miss.
Yeah.
If you do come to Canada for summer, I mean, majority of it was good, but sometimes like for the week, it's just like a no-go. Like you can't.
Same with anywhere really. The moral of the story is go on a longer holiday and you'll be bound to get some good weather and some good conditions in there. One thing we also noticed is that there is a lot of bugs in the summer. There's like mosquitoes. What else was annoying us? Like flies. That's the main things, really.
Which is the same in Australia.
Yeah, but like it was just crazy how when the heat came, they just were like, and then you don't see them again.
Yeah.
Until next year.
Yeah. Like when we would go hiking and stuff, it was just, we had to have repellent on us. I feel like we were still getting bitten though. Even with repellent, so. But that's like every country. A really cool thing about summer is that you can also road trip. You can do so many trips around the Canadian Rockies. There's so many national parks that you can go to that are just breathtaking. The wildflowers are so beautiful and colourful. Everything is just like brought back to life in summer. Yeah. I feel like after seeing white everywhere for such a long time, and then seeing the summer, it's just like a different country. It feels like you're in a different country, in a different place.
Yeah, that's true actually. Like one of the craziest things is that everywhere that's like nature is like a flower garden.
Yeah.
We're just used to seeing like native plants and stuff, which is just bush looking stuff. But here it's like so many different varieties of flowers and colours and stuff in the bush.
And they really make an effort in the towns to like do it up and put flower pots everywhere. They really make an effort to make it look nice and summery. So, moving on to winter. We have been loving the variety of winter activities here in Canada. So we've done snowcat tour, we've done some snow sports, skating, tubing, snowshoeing. It's been a lot of fun. It is a little bit harder, I feel like, to do activities when it's this cold though.
Yeah.
Like it does take a little bit of effort to get out of the bed.
Especially to film them as well, because all the buttons are so small, so you can't do it with your gloves on, and then you take your gloves off and your hand is just instantly frozen, and it doesn't warm back up.
No.
It does not warm back up.
No, it doesn't warm back up. But it's been fun. Like once you get out, then it's a lot of fun. It just takes a lot more out of you to.
Yeah, you really got to think about how you're going to dress for the day and what you have planned.
Yeah.
And
you're constantly looking at the temperatures. Like, okay, what is it today? Okay, so if it's negative 10, then I need to wear this, and then if it's negative 20, then I have to wear that, and you do have to think about it more. Otherwise, you're just uncomfortable the entire day, and you're just like, I want to go home now. I'm done. Snowboarding has been a lot of fun to learn, and we've been really enjoying the powder days.
Fun and challenging. But even just the snow in general is a really awesome phenomenon that we don't have access to at home like we do here. We can get to some snow in Australia, but it's nothing like what we have here, and it's a long way away from us.
Yeah.
So this is just a cool experience to just live that snow life.
Yeah, it's super magical as well. Like, we always get so excited when it snows outside.
Especially at night, it just looks so cool coming down through the lights and stuff. I don't know, something about it.
Something about it. It's very beautiful. A not so good thing about winter is like the short days. Like just before we were meant to go grocery shopping, and I was like, no, let's just go home because I thought it was so late, and David was like, it's 4:30.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, oh wow, it feels so late.
It just makes you feel like you should be in bed when it's only like just past 4 o'clock.
Yeah, we only get like 7 hours at the moment of like daylight, and then it's dark again. So that's kind of sucks. Because you can't really go snowboarding or anything like that after work.
No.
Which...
unless it's a night skiing night. The road conditions and the driving is a lot more involved in winter. You have to change your tyres. You have to just be a lot more aware on the road, a lot more careful, because the conditions are just ever changing. In summer it's kind of wet or dry. In winter it's so many different things. It can be like slushy, it can be icy, it can be sticky, it can be just a whole bunch of different things. You can't see the road markings because it's all covered in snow, and it just makes it a little bit more tricky, but definitely manageable if you just take your time, take care.
And if you're living here, it's totally different to if you're coming here on holiday. Like if you're coming here for a week and you've never driven in these kind of conditions before, then it can kind of be a bit sketchy, but we've gotten kind of used to it a little bit being here, so it's not too bad now. But If you don't have undercover parking, it is a mission every time you go out.
Yeah, which is one great thing about this accommodation is we don't have to brush the snow off our car because we have undercover parking. The snow does completely change the landscape though. Like it covers up a lot of ugly things, but it also covers up a lot of really pretty things. And overall it still looks really amazing and beautiful. But I think that in summer it's much more diverse than it is in winter. Like everything in winter, it just looks kind of grayscale, white and black or white and dark. But in summer, everything's colourful flowers, colourful lakes, colourful trees.
You get to see like the frozen lakes and like the different side of it.
It's beautiful in a different way, but I feel like it's less diverse.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. All that to say, we definitely love winter here. Like I would still love to come back one day for another winter season just because it's beautiful. You like to have your little, I never used to like soup and I got here in winter and now I like love soup. So I feel like it changes your diet.
It does.
You're always like, you want a hot chocolate and it's just magical. It's like a different vibe. You know that you're coming into Christmas and the holidays and stuff. Whereas like in Australia, it's like the same all year round.
If we had to make a choice between the two.
That's really difficult because I'm really starting to love snowboarding and I absolutely love the snow so much. But if I had to choose. This is really hard. I don't know what I would choose. I think I would choose summer. But it's really difficult to even come to that decision, like to even say that. Like, I think summer wins probably by like an extra 10%. Like 60% summer, 40% winter. That's how close it is for me.
I think there's like a lot of different considerations. Because in summer we weren't really working. So we got to experience a lot of that real nomadic Canadian camping sort of life. Yeah, the Canadian dream basically.
Yeah.
But in winter, we're working, which allows us to also have our season pass and go snowboarding and everything. So I feel like if we were working both seasons, it'll be easier to compare. If we were working both seasons, I'd probably choose winter.
Really?
If we were off both seasons, I would probably choose summer. Yeah, it's definitely a close one. I could be talked into or out of either persuasion.
But what would you like lean a little bit more towards? It doesn't have to be like 80-20. Like even the 2 months that we worked in summer, comparing those 2 months to like 2 months, let's just say here in winter, I think I would still prefer summer because I just got to see more animals and like.
It's a really tough one.
It's very, very difficult because snow is just incredible. Like it's so beautiful. It's just different. I love winter in Canada. Love it. If I had to choose though, I would choose summer, but that's like 60% summer, 40% winter. That's how close it is for me. It's super close. Because I like snowboarding, but then at the same time I like hiking. And I like getting out and not feeling like a little potato. Like, I don't want to do anything today. I don't feel like doing anything. Like, the activities get cut so short. Like, so, you know, when it's winter, I feel like you can only do a few things. In summer, I'm like, I want to do a hike. I want to go to a lake. I want to go kayaking. Like, I want to do stuff because it's not cold.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably...
If you choose winter, it's fine. Choose winter.
No, I just don't know. I can't.
I know, it's very difficult, but like, you have to.
I'm not making a choice. You can go with Sarah.
No, David.
I got 50-50, so...
No, come on. What would take that 1% more?
If we weren't working.
If we weren't working, what would you choose?
Okay. Here's my final thing.
Oh my gosh.
If we weren't working and we had money to have an RV in the summer without stress, I would choose summer. even if we had money for a winter and not to work in the winter and to be able to afford all the snow and all the things we want,
Yeah.
I would choose summer.
Anyway, for me it's summer, fall-ish, but don't get me wrong, like I love the winter. Like winter is
It's like this
amazing.
close.
It's literally that close. There you have it. I chose David can't come to a decision, which is very disappointing for you guys.
I did.
Very complicated decision.
It's a complicated question.
He's
Sue
a
me.
complicated man. This is what I have to deal with, guys.
Oh my goodness.
This is what I have to deal with.
Anyway,
Hopefully you liked the video.
don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe.
I will see you in the next video.
Bye.